I don't know. They still got me messing with this Rubik's Cube, y'all. But in today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks that will make you question reality.
The TR-3B is allegedly a nuclear-powered anti-gravity craft owned and operated by the U.S. government.
What?
Now, of course, the U.S. Air Force and DoD openly deny the accusation, but people have been seeing black triangular crafts all over the world for years. If true, this would actually violate international treaties. You're not allowed to have nuclear-powered aircraft due to the risk of accident.
My daughter left the water bottle open. I got a new cap, but a fly got in there. It is underwater. It's created its own air bubble. I don't know where it went now.
I'm of a robot, yo. The fly on the wall is a robot. Look at it. Here it go again.
Still alive. About 24 hours. I've froze him, thawed him out.
No way. So flies can live underwater. We know that now. Yo, this is trippy.
Holy shit.
Yo, imagine if you and the other person like know a certain dance. Don't question my dance moves. Yo, no way. Proof right there. Proof right there. They be trying to get us with these Mandela effects.
Look at this. Look. How did they get it to not spill? It's open.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Don't drink that stuff. On the back of a stop sign, huh? Not for real. What is that? They be having secret technology all over the world, man.
So it's a video on TikTok right now that's being heavily censored. So in this video, this guy, he's saying that America is not the same America anymore. He's saying that America is this. You see that word right there? Mind you, if you look up here and you see check sources before sharing, that's what you'll get if you're about to share this video. And trust me, I tried. And I'm gonna show you the next screen that you'll get if you go through with it. And this is the next screen right here.
One chat
Look
at a
that
time.
right there. But you know how long it took me to get to that screen? I tried to share this video like 10 times. But you see how they give you the warning? This was after that. See, shit is about to get crazy. I don't know if you know, shit is about to get crazy. We've all noticed the changes in TikTok. But right now, this shit right here does not make any sense. There is no way that they should be doing what they're doing with this man's video. So I say that to say this. Whenever you start speaking out against the program will definitely try and silence you. The program will definitely try to turn on you. This shit don't make no sense, y'all. Real shit. And honestly, it gives you something to think about. Because if they could censor this video, the way they're censoring this video, just imagine what they could do. If you see this video pop up on your page, make sure you look at it. Listen. And even if you don't agree, listen just so that we could beat the system. There's some people that will agree with what he's saying, and some of y'all might not. It's okay. But listen to the whole video and try and share the whole video, because I'm out.
I mean, I feel like it's been that way for some years now. The whole, like, I don't want to say the word because of how they censoring things. I don't know if YouTube's got the same type of algorithm. They might try to censor me too. So I'm not going to say that word. But if you know, you know. And I do believe that, you know, this is one big corporation and the man in charge is like a general manager, you know, and he also has a set of rules and, you know, orders that he has to obey.
Objection? No, this ain't belief-based. What I show isn't birthed from imagination. It's pulled straight from verifiable optics, sky data, and tech signatures. This is fieldwork, jumping out of planes, flight footage, balloon launches, not mental gymnastics. I'm not here spinning theories. I'm showing you what's literally above your head: artificial arrays, mirrored halos, and high-altitude anomalies. While you're stuck arguing flat versus globe like it's 2015, I'm breaking open what's operating the sky, not what we believe, what they're building, masking, and projecting. And let's be clear, I'm showing what no one else dares to. You called it a projection, but what I caught casts a shadow. That's not belief, that's structure, so either open your eyes or stay under it. Take a look at that. That's not a storm. That's something massive casting a shadow across Oklahoma. You say it's all projection? Then explain the structure. This isn't slipping sky, it's controlled light. And I'm showing you exactly where it breaks.
The Earth is basically whatever they want it to be. What is this? KFC? Churches? Popeyes? I know y'all seen that. I know y'all seen that. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Hot sauce ain't changing that for me, y'all. That's nasty, yo. Churches, count your days. Popeyes. I'm glad y'all out of chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know why I'm buying chicken from this guy anyway. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm so cool, yo. That's crazy. Listen, man. It's tough when you're buying fast food. Maybe you shouldn't buy fast food, you know? Go find some chicken breasts, you know, get you a little recipe on how to fry it. Get you a little deep fryer. Take it in your backyard if you got one. Or outside. If you ain't got a backyard and you live in an apartment building, I know y'all got a joint yard or something. So, like, take it out there. Shoot, fry your neighbor some chicken too. Fry the chicken out there. Take it inside. At least you know. Hopefully you know. Ain't no maggots in there. Yo, that's nasty.
Oh, when I tell you this book is so freaking good, I have chills. So do y'all remember when in the 90s or the 80s, sorry, when Ronald Reagan was president and these boxes were delivered to inner city neighborhoods where there was predominantly black people, and a bunch of people started to just get hooked on the stuff in the boxes, and that economically changed the, you know, basically the future of black neighborhoods and black society. This book is, when I tell you I have chills reading this book, this is called Black AF History, the Unwhitewashed Story of America, and it is here on the TikTok shop. And when I tell you, like, it's one of the best books I've ever read, it tells you all of the things that you really probably didn't know about Black American history. Everything they lie to you about, everything they're trying to ban, everything they're trying to take out of the history books, it literally explains everything so well. One of the best books I've ever read in my entire life, and I recommend it to every person in this country. Make sure you grab this book. It is on the TikTok shop, and I think it's one of those things that you're going to just not be able to put down.
All right, I might have to check that book out. But if I see anywhere in that book where they talk about there were slave ships coming from Africa, I'm closing it.
Sam, whenever you are out in the midst of a large group of people, you have to pay attention. People that were at a festival in France were targeted and attacked with syringes. You heard me? There was a festival in Paris, France. They're saying that these people were targeted in more than 100 syringe attacks, where 145 people got attacked with a syringe.
Yo.
A fête de la musique. And most of the people that this happened to were teenage girls.
Wait, did he just speak French? That was pretty smooth, man.
Girls. They're saying that the people that were attacked with these syringes noticed a mark on their body, and then they started feeling ill. Mind you, they didn't have any idea what was in those syringes. They don't know at all. It could have been anything. And check this out. 12 of those 145 people have been detained. What have they been detained for? What was in those syringes?
Right.
See, but here's the thing. You have some sick people moving around here that's doing anything and everything to hurt people. And this shit is crazy. Mind you, it was thousands of people at this festival, at these events. And you know when shit like this happens, it usually starts a trend. Pay attention, man, because You can't stop what you can't see. I'm out.
Did you all hear about the Paris Music Festival? There was a attack done by syringes. How insane is that? 145 people were pricked during this attack. The festival reportedly broke out in chaos. 371 people were arrested and reportedly 1,500 injured. News reports said more than a dozen young women were hospitalized. It is absolutely getting more dangerous by the day to be out and about, especially in large crowds.
For real.
Guys, remember, keep your heads on a swivel and pay attention to your surroundings, always. We have people, believe it or not, that have been so sheltered they can't even fathom such things. It is so important. Pay attention at all times. Y'all have a wonderful Monday. God bless you.
Yo, I can't even imagine that, yo. Like, just think about it, right? You getting poked with a syringe from some random crackhead. Yo, what's in that syringe, man? Now, what do I have? Do I have the big C? The big C19? Or what else do I have? Do I have the big HIV? Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you done gave me, man? Ain't no telling. You didn't put gasoline in me or something? Like, you could have put anything in a syringe. So that is some crazy work right there. That's like diabolical.
What happened?
His eye just turned green.
What do you mean they turned green?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no.
Don't throw it to me. What happened?
It just turned green
no.
and I was cleaning my room.
What do you mean it turned green?
It's his eye.
Y'all better stop with these little trends and stuff, man. Just following trends for no reason. Got the little demon doll in your house and got the kids with the little demon dolls. Even the name sounds crazy. It just looks crazy.
His eye?
Yeah.
Yeah. They had to burn that mug up.
Here. It's actually getting too small.
Bye-bye, little demon doll. Yeah, that's crazy. Talking about the eyes turned green and the smile got bigger. I don't watch too many kids movies where toys come alive to deny that, man. It might be real. Anybody ever read the book Lovecraft Country? Right? I know they have a show about it, but has anybody read the book? In the book, right, there was a spell that got put on this young man, and what would happen was it would make inanimate objects alive, basically. So like, say for instance, you have a little doll over here, that mother would turn alive and start chasing you. So he got chased by like a little demon doll. Like, imagine you got this in your house and your kid, it starts attacking your kid, right? Your kid says, "Mom, the demon doll's attacking me." And mom's just like, "Man, what you talking about? That doll ain't real." So then mom come look at it and the doll plays dumb again. You get what I'm saying?
I keep telling y'all, y'all better stop following trends. That little boo-boo doll is evil, and now y'all about to find out. So it's a video of this girl saying that she's throwing her little boo-boo away because it's evil. She said she was sleeping in her room and she woke up with a scar on her neck. Mind you, of course, nobody's in her room with her, and there was no other way for her to get the scar on her neck. Matter of fact, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
I had to throw my little boo away.
Listen.
And that's what I did. Cut the show. Cut the motherfucking show. Y'all. Look at this.
Look at that mark.
Oh, no.
That's a damn motherfucking hickey. That is
How did
not
that get
scratch.
there?
My nose are not even that long or sharp for me to scratch myself. I took a nap, y'all, like an hour and a
Look.
half nap right now. And I woke up and I literally been looking at myself all day today in the mirror. I was like, oh, period, body tea, like, that's how I've been
Look.
all day today. And I was in the restroom right now and I was obviously looking at myself again when I woke up. And I noticed this, like, so that means I was looking at myself all day today. I would have noticed this,
Okay.
like, whatever this is on my neck, right?
So she said her brother said he came in at 3 o'clock in the morning, and when he came in, a door that he left open was fully closed. Who closed the door? And then look at what the Simpsons said about that Labubu doll. We already know that the Simpsons always tell the truth.
Yo, there you go right there. Labubu is Pazuzu, little bitty demon doll. And y'all done put him in your house. On your keychains, gave them to your children. You better start following these viral sensations. Look, let's see what it says. Pazuzu is a demonic deity who was well known to the Babylonians. Who's in charge? Where are we living right now? Is this not Babylon? And Assyrians throughout the first millennium BCE. He is shown with a rather canine face with abnormally bulging eyes, a scaly body. Okay, this one's got a furry body, I guess. A snake. Okay, I ain't gonna say that. The talons of a bird and usually wings. He was believed to be the son of the god Hanbi. What type of deities are we dealing with nowadays?
Truth about what's going on. And this ain't the only time somebody is saying that something happened with one of those Labubu dolls. I mean, look at the dolls. They look evil. They look like something is wrong. Why would you buy a doll that looks like that? Okay. Keep playing with these things, and y'all gonna run into issues. I'm out.
Oh, we're looking at Tartarian architecture here in Mexico City.
Like, imagine this, right? This looks really nice on the outside. And imagine them building this, and after they build it all, they're like, oh, we forgot to put electricity in here, and having to build the electricity on the outside. So that just lets me know they had to have some type of technology back in the day, a different form of electricity.
This is the National Art Museum, which has doors clearly built for giants. And just opposite, we see this college has these giant archways and the so-called Roman Greco style with those pillars. This whole area is just filled with old world style looking buildings, and probably all way older than what we're told. Here we see more giant doors and possibly ether energy antennas on the roof.
Look, that first thing they offered me was a Lamborghini and a necklace. And I'm sitting in the truck.
Hold up, just like that?
Yeah, in the truck. I'm like,
Trip, look at what we got.
No, they told me pick the Lamborghini you want. Man, I don't know why I think like I think, but I was staying with my mama in East Memphis, and my mama got like her driveway was steep as fuck.
Yeah.
Incline.
I can't drive this, baby.
Right, so I'm like, I can't park it in the driveway. We don't got no garage.
Right.
I parked that bitch on the street. Y'all gonna have me dead in a week.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. I said, I can't park no fucking Lamborghini in East Memphis. I'm thinking they gonna get more realistic. And they said, well, where you want your mansion? In LA or Miami? So I'm like, okay. When they hit me with that, I said, you do know. What got me here was a letter to my son. I told you, I can't see my son. Do you really think moving me to LA or Miami is gonna help me see my son?
No, but the Lambo will.
That's crazy. He said they offered him a Lambo and a chain. That's crazy.
Forget the x-rays. We have the CT scan images of the Boogosphere. And I'm looking at these images and I'm like, why does this look like Stonehenge? Real quick recap for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about. This orb was flying around Buga, Colombia. It was videotaped by two different people at the same time on March 2nd at 1:45 p.m. One of the recordings is from Jose and the other one is from Maria. Jose and his friend were out metal detecting. Maria was out feeding her cows. Jose and his friend claimed that it struck some wires, and then in Maria's video, it is flying very slowly up and down. You can actually even see lights on the sphere in Maria's video. And then it actually landed in the woods in front of Jose, and they went and retrieved it. Initially, all they had was x-ray images, and that they used AI to help decode what this says. We'll come back to that in a minute. The orb seems to be completely sealed, no welds, no joints. After about 30 days, they didn't know what to do with it anymore, so they recruited the help of Jamie Masson, who is a known ufologist, to which he claims the sphere is currently in a safety deposit box. They've been taking it out and having experts do rounds of tests on it. We now know that it is about 95% aluminum, smaller percentage of manganese and zinc, that every test they've run on it, it has fluctuated The hardness of the aluminum originally tested 326 to 336 units. Pure aluminum is typically only 65. Duralumin is typically up to 105. But as they've continued to test this sphere, every test fluctuates between the hardness of the aluminum. The temperature changes constantly from 24 with ranges all the way up to 33 for no apparent reason. When Jose picked it up in the woods, he said it weighed roughly 4.5 pounds, but every time they have weighed it, it has weighed something different. And no one has an explanation for that. Maybe something anti-gravity? Or something inside of it is messing with all the electronics. Okay, now that you're up to speed on all of that, these are the CT scan images, some of them, and they made 3D models based on the images. Now, no one knows exactly what this is inside of it, but let me explain something to you. These images here are if it was sliced in half where the belt with the little rivet-looking things going around the edge, and these images are if the belt is this way. So it's almost like, do you see this here? And there's like almost a straight line there. It's almost like if you took this one and turned it, that this would be where that is, and this would be where that is. But what is that? Now here are some measurements they did, and the outer edge wall is about 3/4 of an inch thick. Now one thing that they noticed was if you took these out, these go all the way to the center like an opening. Okay, so now in this image, those would be where those two openings were. And that's when I was like, God, why does this look so similar to Stonehenge when it's sliced in half? Don't ask me how my brain put these two things together because I don't know. Then I was like, let me compare it to the outside also. And I'm like, well, that's the language. But what I find super interesting is that everybody was talking about the language being decoded by AI. AI analyzed the language, but not against an alien language, against ancient Earth languages. They say that AI analyzed it against Runic, Enochian, Ogham, ancient Arabic, ancient Hebrew, and even ancient Mesopotamia. So do you guys think this is actually still some sort of really elaborate hoax, or do you think there could be some truth to all of this? So if this is a hoax, could someone explain how it's flying?
What the fuck is going on right now? Have you guys seen what's being broadcasted on Turkish media right now? About the shit that could possibly happen within the next 24 to 48 hours? Have you seen the shit that's glitching on people's TVs? Somebody tell me right now that this is a documentary that has glitched. I got people messaging me saying don't set off fireworks because there's some zoonotic bullshit in it. And to top it all off here, I got tired of going through FOIA requests one by fucking one. So I decided that I was going to have ChatGPT do it for me, right? Go through the FOIAs, looking for specific keywords, because I'm working on a side project, and I discovered there's shit that's bigger than Montauk. I have gone down this specific fucking hole, and again, all of these are specifically information found in FOIA requests. This is real documents. The USA is on the verge of collapse while I'm on the verge of an epiphany. What is this? Boy, I tell you what though. If you thought that Camp Hero and Stranger Things was some crazy horse shit, that's just scraping the top of the fucking barrel.
It's safe to say that by this point you've heard that Israel's former space security chief is now claiming that extraterrestrials do in fact exist, and the President of the United States has known all along. But look, you don't have to take my word for it. Here's the MSNBC report so you can make up your own mind.
Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials.
Yeah, we've been saying that for quite some time. That knowledge has been out there. I'm just saying, that's not new knowledge.
Wonder if he's going to say that they're the Galactic Federation.
He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens.
Also been out there.
President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets.
I wonder why.
He claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria.
I mean, yes, we definitely don't want the whole world freaking out.
Retired general says the US and Israel have kept it from the public because, quotes, humanity isn't ready and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. He claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments here. There's also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives.
Obviously, it's not up to me to tell you what to believe. That's on you. So anything we talk about is for learning, information, and entertainment purposes only. But have you heard this? Because I find this fascinating, and just letting you know, disclosure is right around the corner.
Who was in charge of the CDC that was controlling and telling our government to shut down small businesses and what they recommend for the mandates of the vaccines and Pfizer and all? At the time when COVID was being enacted, I'm going to read off the staff of who was in charge of this CDC. The director of the CDC was Rochelle Walensky, dual citizenship with Israel. She's a Jew. Deputy director of the CDC, Ann Shawalchik, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. CDC chief of staff, Sherry Berger, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. CDC chief medical officer, Mitchell Wolf, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. CDC director of the Washington office. This is pertinent to the topic. Assistant of Health Secretary for Human Services for our country, the Assistant of Health Secretary, Rachel Levine, transgender, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew.
I ask that you hold off, Christopher?
Ma'am, I'm almost done.
Mr. Wood, the chair has ruled that your comments are out of order. She's asked you to stop. The chair has...
How is it out of order?
Exactly. Okay, keep on going.
Like if we was to say he was Arab, oh, they wouldn't say anything. If we said African American, if we said he was a Christian, Catholic, would they have told him to stop? It's that 3-letter word that they just do not want anyone talking about. And I think we all know why. That's why I'm not going to say it.
Pfizer vaccines, Albert Bourla, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. Pfizer chief scientist Michael Dostin, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. Moderna chief scientist Paul Zaks, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. BlackRock, everyone know BlackRock? BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. I said we're willing to sacrifice our ego, our reputation, and our lives. Yes, ma'am, and I love you, and I appreciate your patience. BlackRock president Rob Capitale, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. The CDC chief medical officer of Johnson & Johnson, Joanne Waldstreicher, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. Chief medical officer of Merck, Michael Rosenthal, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. Head advisor of the World Economic Forum, Yuval Harari, dual citizenship with Israel, Jew. And that's what we're talking about. That's not talking about who's in charge of
Christopher, you need to stop.
Who's in control of the media or the banks? Go on. God bless you. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah. He was dropping bombs on them and they did not want to hear any of that. We know who's really in control.
See, y'all want to see the dead guy hanging out at Fort Lauderdale again? Here he is. I mean, perfectly embalmed.
Looks like a real person, doesn't it?
He's been here since 1994. The only thing to me that really looks fake is the beard. Like, maybe they could have done a better job at that. But yeah, like, look at his hands. Just look like, that looks like an embalmed person's hands and arms. It looks like he was sat up there dead. I don't know what the deal is with this down here with the razor blade.
Yeah, what's up with the razor blade and the napkin and the tape?
It's really like a mausoleum piece.
For anti-gravity technology, the US government probably does not need nuclear power. Hypothetically, they could use any of these patents granted to the US Navy through a guy named Salvatore Pais from 2015 until 2019. Plasma compression fusion device is super interesting. Piezoelectricity induced room temperature superconductor is also pretty cool. Let me show you one more thing. We'll talk about this literal UFO later. This is a high-frequency gravitational wave generator granted to Salvatore Pais and the United States Navy. This guy worked for the Space Force also. What this is two plasma-filled cavities counter-rotating with acoustic and electromagnetic fields. This is real, folks. You can look it up. What they're doing is creating an effect that violates what's called the Schwinger limit. They're creating black holes. Now, what's really interesting is that Salvatore Pais, along with Ashton Forbes, think that this technology has something to do with the disappearance of Malaysian Airlines 370, the orb video where it, poof, disappeared out of the sky. A lot of people think that video is fake, but But these guys think otherwise, and they have patents to show.
Your cell phone, tell me how it works. This was the other bitchiness that I got from people over and over again. They're like, well, all you're doing is saying, how does your phone work? No, I'm trying to draw your attention to literal tech metrics. I don't know where my phone went. So that you understand how easy it is to log into you and make a change. So, how did we get to this point where all these good people in radio
Did she just say they can log into you and make a change? Oh, nah.
frequency, etc., that they don't know shit about what we're actually doing in the human body? And in order to explain all of this, I've had to make a gazillion signs. I've had to come back out here over and over again. And I've been trying to figure out why it is, there's my phone, that nobody else seems to know these things, okay? This is my great uncle's folder from Shepherd Air Force Base. I often also show his Aberdeen Proving Ground stuff. That's my little pink book, wherever it's hiding at the moment. And then I also go over his old notes with flux density notation with mercury and whatnot. Why? So that people understand that this has been going on for a really long time. So tell me how your phone works. When you click a button and you send an email, you don't see the email leave the phone. It's a wireless, invisible signal, just like your body. It's a body part. So when I worked at UW Whitewater, for my job, I found IBM software that they alleged was also used way back when Fauci and them wanted to get their shit off the ground for attacking the human immune system. Well, if you don't know that the human immune system is 80% your biofield, you called it the aura, you called it stupid. Yeah, I know. That's because 6,000 years of human telemetry, chiropractic, and the rest of it for your circulatory system just magically disappeared. Nobody has any idea what's going on. That was 6,000 years of the human circulatory system. You call it chakras. Yeah, they call it aim and fire. 150 years ago, Aleister Crowley and people, yeah, nothing's real except what you can see. There is no biofield. There's no cymatics, there's no radionics, there's no plasmonics. There's nothing except what you can see. Well, that's a body part that's responsible for 80% of our immune system. How do we know for sure? The definition in Children's Hospital, the organs and tissues that comprise the immune system, the thymus, the bone marrow, the lymphatic, your vessels, your spleen, and your skin. And so I'm like, yeah, the human biofield being watched by Project Salus. So the human biofield is the aura, is your W band, 802.15.6. Department of Defense Directive 3000.09, everything is autonomous. And you have an MQ-9 Reaper drone attached to your skin and bone. That's a big bird for those.
Please hit the comments. Please like, share, follow, man. Join the family. I need you over here, guys. How do you feel about this? Is this misinformation? Or is she speaking true? TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Just putting this information out here. That's all I'm doing, guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Love you guys. Stay safe, stay dangerous, stay in the light.
Did she say we have a Reaper drone attached to our skin? Yo, I got some aura around me, right? I don't get sick too much, I guess. So hopefully I got that good aura that can protect me against Reaper drones or whatever else they got out there. Because that's just crazy. And you would think, right? Like she said, you got these thousands upon thousands of years of knowledge on chakra systems and other stuff that the people that are in charge now, they're also using that stuff as well, just in a different way, right? They're not going to tell us that they're using it because they don't want us to be able to protect ourselves or have any knowledge of anything, honestly. So they're going to use that stuff, and more than likely it's going to be against us, or they're going to use it on us for whatever experiments that they're trying to prove or solve.
They're chasing me. Can I use this bike?
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Yes, sir. God bless you. Can I use the bike?
You're lying.
I'm not lying. I got you, bro. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Thank you, bro.
No way.
You'll see it on the internet.
He said they're chasing me.
I'm dreaming right now, fam. Fuck, you know.
Where was he at? He was clearly out of the States. What? Whoa. They didn't train that kid, man. He's the alarm system for the older people. There's one out here. Come on, man. That's crazy to just yell that out. Like, imagine us yelling out. I ain't even gonna say it.
You guys don't get it yet. It's literally the same script over and over and over again. They create these little Disney stars for you to grow up with. That way you form an attachment to them.
I feel more like your friend because we grew up together.
You feel like you know them. You feel like you love them because you've enjoyed what you've seen on your TV screen. As they grow up, they become more unrecognizable, inside and out. They start pushing your moral boundaries a bit, but that doesn't matter because you love them. You idolize them. You've grown up with them. You know them. So you support it. You cheer for it. You want it, you yearn for it, but little do you know that you're supporting a system that is exploiting women. Same with Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. Just two little girls in the Mickey Mouse Club, and the next thing you know, they dress them up as little schoolgirls singing "Hit Me Baby One More Time" and singing songs about "I'm a slave for you." And just like any unhealthy enabler that I have ever met in my entire life, you cheer for it, you support it, because you love them. You just want them to be happy. Let's see what Jaguar Rights states happened to Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera.
Do you believe that Britney was like Drew Diddy and absolutely, absolutely all of those girls, all of those Mickey Mouse girls, including Christina Aguilera, all of them, all of these children have been picked.
I don't care what nobody say. This is fishy to me. I want y'all to pay attention to this, and y'all gonna see what all these injuries had in common. Now, this first one right here is Jason Tatum. Look at that. Achilles tear out. Now watch this next one. We have Damian Lillard. Now watch. Look. Achilles tear. Now what do they all have in common? I want y'all to pay attention to this. Everybody can see it. I know, I'm gonna let y'all know at the end, but look, what do they have in common? Since all this sports gambling and stuff been going on, I don't know, this kind of fishy to me. Look at that. Numbers is crazy. I just gave you a tip. Numbers is crazy. Now look at this last one. Tyrese Halliburton in the finals, man. Look, he went down with Achilles injury. All them wear number 0. Why did everybody with number 0 get hurt this year in the playoffs?
That is crazy.
Key players, big time players, big contract players. Y'all let me know. Something fishy.
You know, I think that either the NBA or FanDuel or any of these sports betting places, they got an Achilles gun, y'all. They got an Achilles gun and they just aiming that mug. Pew! Next thing you know, Achilles pop. Because it is weird, right? And you do have to kind of question things now, especially because there is big money on the line in the sports betting world, right? Before it was, you know, there was betting, but not like it is now, right? You had to go to a casino or you had to find some bookie or something like that to place your sports bets, right? Very rare. You know, you had to be probably like a high roller to do so. Nowadays, you can be any Joe Schmo with a cell phone and an app and you can bet. And there's millions of Joe Schmoes who put $5 down on a bet, $10. That adds up over time. I'm just saying, man. There's billions of dollars within the sports betting community and they don't want to lose their money. No, they want to take ours, just like every other sports betting or betting community, right? They have to be able to take the money first before they could pay anybody out. I'm just saying, man, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only, man. They got the Achilles and they be aiming it at the best of them.
All right, so this is what the people were living in. The ones that made these grand building and grand churches. I'm going to show you this town, some of the churches that these people built here in just a second. Stick with me. So this is what those people were living in. I mean, sorry, the house I showed you what people were living in. And they were the ones who built these. And whatever that says, I can't see it. It's interesting though, isn't it? That those guys were building these amazing castles. I got another one to show you too. Stick around. And this one was built in 1908. Again, that house that I showed you a little bit ago, those what the people were living in before. I think I see bells up there. But that other church I just showed you is right there, if you can see it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are these castles or these churches?
I think those are old castles and they go much deeper than what we see on the surface. And those two right there could possibly be connected somehow. We do know that there's underground tunnels and stuff that connect certain buildings, right? So I'm guessing that those two are connected underground somehow. Go look in your local cities, right? Go find like an abandoned building. Okay, don't do that. Go find like an old world building, right? And see if you can just explore a little bit in there, right? Go to the basement and see if you can't find passageways to other buildings. I'm just saying.
Were these cymatic chambers? What were they? I don't know, but let's find out. Average white guy. Harlan Hall, built in 1872. Still standing. Beautiful red brick. I have not been inside, but I've been told that it's absolutely gorgeous. Figured I'd stop and get you guys see what this place looked like. Look at that cool door right there. Yeah, that was built in 1872 by the people that were living in those log cabins. And so was that building right there, which of course is the courthouse, Clark County. Give you an idea where we're at. Marshall, Illinois.
I knew this was Illinois, man. I just had a feeling. Look, all the old world buildings in Illinois look like this. Any city, like an actual city in Illinois, not no made up little town that's new. I'm talking about a city has these. And I don't care how big or small the city is. You go through their downtown, right? You can go to some little city like Sterling, right? Sterling, Illinois, Dixon, Illinois, right? These are small towns. And they'll have buildings that look exactly like this. Built in late 1800s, early 1800s, apparently. Now, a lot of these cities in Illinois weren't even cities until late or middle 1800s. You get what I'm saying? Like, there were certain towns that weren't even founded until, like, what was Illinois founded? Like 1812, right? So we find this place, or we reach the point to where we get here now. It's like, oh, we found this land, Illinois, outside of Chicago, even though Chicago is very ancient. And then now we're able to build it out the way that we build it out in just that short of time. How do we even get the equipment there to build it, right? There really was no train system. Did we build the tracks as we were going? And then it's, oh, we're here. Bring the stuff. You know? I don't know. There's a lot of questions when it comes to how these cities were built. Because nowadays, you know, all right, yeah, it might take a year for them to build a certain building, right? A big, tall, steel beamed building with cheap panels on the side. You know, it might take them a little bit of time to build that, but we know where it's coming from. You know, they have trains, you know, they have semis, they have planes. All of these things can bring in the equipment needed to build something like that, right? What did they have back in the day? How'd they get the equipment from the factory to where it needs to be? How'd they get the equipment from the natural source to build the factory?
It's a pretty cool little town. A lot of old buildings. Pretty cool. So what do you guys think? Think most people that were in those wood log cabins built this? I think it's possible. Average white guy.
How do they know which ashes to put in which box?
Mm.
And then I realized, oh, fuck, they don't know.
Mm.
Tell me about your multiple cremations.
Sure. Well, back then, because of the multiple cremations, see, I could cremate one guy in like 2 hours, or you could put 10 of them in there and take 2.5 hours.
That's crazy.
10 people in that
what would
small
be the
space?
difference? There is none. Hard-hearted as that sounds, there is none. To me, commingling of ash is not a big deal.
That's beyond commingling.
I don't put any value in anybody after they're gone and dead, as they shouldn't and when I'm gone and dead. That's not a person anymore.
That's crazy work, y'all.
Because you know how I figured it out? What's 1 times 1?
1 times 1 is 1.
To multiply means to do what? To make more, right?
Yes.
Increase in number?
Yes.
Multiply?
Yes.
How can 1 times 1 equaling 1 be part of the multiplication table? It fails to satisfy the term multiply. It doesn't multiply, does it? What's an action times an action?
You got some weed.
No, I'm asking you. Honestly.
I hate when people do that. Anytime you bring up some stuff that makes you think, literally, just think. They're like, man, this guy been smoking weed. Man, I need some weed to think about this. Oh, closed-minded selves, you need the weed to open up your mind. How about you just open up your mind?
I'm asking reason. Reason. I want you to reason.
I don't know.
What's an action times an action? A reaction. Right?
Okay.
Have you ever seen an action times an action without a reaction? Have you? No. Because equanimity is the currency of the universe. There's always an action times an action having a reaction. So how can 1 times 1 equal 1? How can A times B just be A and not B? What happened to conservation?
Terrence, these are late night conversations.
These are no. These
they are.
This is the beginning of our understanding.
I'm not about to talk no more. Okay, I'm not about to talk no more. Yes, I am. But just watch this first.
And it's not only just Christianity that they refer this to. They referred it to this place that I'm telling you about, the firmament. They've depicted this through every ancient text that's out there. The indigenous people here in Australia, the Mayans, when you go up there, they tell you this. But the suppression of knowledge, the suppression of information is what puts you into the dark. And all they've ever done was rewritten history, suppress the truth, because once you figure out the truth, just you as a soul, it changes you forever.
You think artificial intelligence is not a threat, but the creator of OpenAI, which is the most famous artificial intelligence company in the world, walks around with a backpack with a kill switch for the artificial intelligence in case it gains consciousness and takes over the world at any second. This is the person that created ChatGPT, by the way. He walks around with a backpack with a kill switch for the artificial intelligence because he's worried that it'll gain consciousness.
That's crazy. Courthouse. I just walked out of the elevator. Look at this mural right here.
Yo.
What is this?
Old world.
Oh my god, guys, look, what is this?
Oh man, I got it. Okay, I paused at the wrong spot.
It says the Palace of Mechanical Arts, World Columbian Exposition, 1893. Look at that.
All right, right there. Look at the 2 pillars, right? What does that look like to you? That looks like those churches that we seen in the earlier video to me. And remember how I said they might have been connected underground? I think the buildings are a lot bigger than what we see. We're only seeing the top of them.
I didn't know this was in here. This is actually my first time being in the courthouse. I'm going to show you guys the exterior here in a little bit, but look at that. Wow. Okay, so here you go. This is...
Look at the floor. Look at the floor.
Some pretty cool glass right there. I'd love to like walk up here, but I'm not gonna.
Look at them old stairs.
See it? Oh, that right there was windows, glass. All right, cool. Look at all that. Isn't that nuts? Unbelievable. Okay, so that's 1893, right? Okay, we're gonna go outside. Let's take a look outside. I was told to come in here and take a look at this place, and blown away. Blown away. What do you guys think? Let's go take a look outside. Oh, and look at that checkered floorboard. So this is the exterior of the building.
Yo.
I want you to pay close attention to the clock tower. And the next picture, you'll see some differences. It's almost like we went backwards. If you see right there, there's pillars up on the top. Isn't that amazing? It looks gorgeous. I'm not sure what year this was taken, but still very cool. This is the actual bell that's used. I can't read it though. And this is the old mechanism that was used. Is this old world, guys? Tell me what you think. I think it is.
So this would be considered really high-level witchcraft. Just know there's a lot of bullshit out there, and this is the real deal. Consider heavily what lurks on the road to knowledge and conversation. I've done the Abermillon ritual, I'll be honest with you, kind of unnecessary. If you can do basic freshman level algebra, you can permeate a magical square. The closest exact match for this magical square in Torah praxis is, of course, Psalms 72:8. May he rule from sea to sea, from the river to the ends of the earth. This was Solomon's way of rationalizing the expansion of his domain at such a rapid rate, so this kind of became Solomon's mantra. If you go into Genesis 1, you can basically follow along the entire time. Let there be a dome to separate the water in their places. On the sixth day, God created the occupants. This is the language used to create the world. Now, people will tell you Arepo is a mystery. It's not. Aleph, silence, Resh, head, Elohim, God, Pet, spoke, O, everything. Arepo is not a mystery. It comes from the Greek word to distillate, apostazo, but it's phrased as Latin. He distillates. To be an encroachment, that which approaches. So sleep, to creep forward. Tomorrow, the future. Lots of things are Arepo. You find the words eventually that conjures up spirits. Lord of the universe, send a good angel. Spirit, appear here to work the fire in this circle. Here upon the appointed hour. That's from the Great Key of Solomon. Sator Arepo, now I lay to sleep. I pray, a pararotos, the Lord to keep my soul, for another rotation. Prayers from the 1800s. They taught to little kids. They read off of a conjuration square. Now, if you're one of those gentle, loving demon worshippers, which is a thing for some reason, this is not for you. This weakens them. Demons have a very keen sense of what's inside of someone's heart. They don't want to be around you if you can use this. Trust me. You know what? Don't trust me. I believe it was a very wise man that once said, I lay with faith and found a corpse in my arms come morning. I danced and drank and lay with doubt, and she was a virgin when the sun rose.
We hit their nukes!
I need to get that little table, because with all you people out here buying them little demon dolls, protect yourselves at all times is all I'm going to say.
Mission complete! Now it's time for peace! Matthew 5:9 says, blessed are the peacemakers!
96,000 people liked that post.
What?
That is not real. That is AI. And the comment section is even worse. If you don't understand media literacy, you have to go take a course. Wow.
What the heck? It's all at the DMV, huh? Is this an old world building or something, or y'all think they put this here? What y'all think? What y'all thoughts on that? Yo. The man's got powers. I don't see any strings. Y'all see any strings? Make them spin in a circle or something.
Brother,
Ugh. For real.
Never seen something like this. There's like tens of thousands of these reflective objects in the air. I thought they were birds at first, but looking closer, it's literally just these reflective objects.
This happened before somewhere
What is
too.
this? It's all coming closer here, so I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yo, that shit's on fire!
Oh, no. Something up with the airplanes.
Oh, that thing's throwing hella smoke.
Nah, man. Flying is crazy right now. Come on.
What the fuck is that?
I told you we under a terrorist attack.
Uh-oh.
But you better not put that out there.
I am. I'm finna tell. I'm finna spread fake news.
Alright, there is a fleet of UFOs out right here. I'm in Pittsburgh, PA. They are reddish pink. I can't make this shit up. I don't know what else that could be. They look gigantic and they're splitting apart.
Yeah, it's got to be some type of UFOs, I guess. Yeah, I need to go to Peru. I want to see what's down there. Like, what is he even standing on? Like, what was it before? Like, look at that. It's like melted into the mountain. Maybe that whole mountain is something else, or was something else. And this is just part of what all that was too. Makes you think though, don't it? How?
He knows too much.
Yo.
Son of a bitch. Now, I wasn't going to talk about this because TikTok will probably ban me for this. But please don't. This is just my opinion and my point of view. So for the people that don't know what's going on with this Palestine-Israel thing, let me explain. And for the people that are in doubt, share this video to them. And if you think I'm wrong or you think I'm right, I want you to put in the comments so I know just where I'm at. So the parts in pink, they're saying nobody even go there. The parts in orange, they're saying reconsider going there. Oh, you son of a bitch. This is meant to be the Holy Land, right? Jerusalem and them, man. Brother, that is Palestine. It's stolen land. We are watching people have their land stolen in front of us. But I don't see nobody doing peace marches. I don't see nobody saying, oh, poor you guys. Israel hits Gaza with one of the deadliest nights of bombings so far. I mean, come on, brother. Ain't this meant to be the Holy Land? Shouldn't we be praying about this? Where's Jesus? Where's Jesus? This is what happens when you're late, Jesus. This is meant to be Jerusalem, the Jews, Israel, the Holy Land. How would these holy men dropping bombs? Just use your brain, people. I don't want to talk too much because I can't say what I want to say. But that place is called Palestine. How are the Palestinians the bad guys? How is Israel still considered as a holy place? History is false. So when you read the Bible and the Bible says, you know, Jesus came from Israel, you mean he came from Palestine? And you know, if you're a Christian, if you're a peace marcher, how are you not standing up for this? Where the Christians at? Oh, I know where you guys are. But anyway, people, I don't want to talk too much. I shouldn't have done this video. But Israel is not a real place. The place is called Palestine. And the way they're bombing up this place, and you guys ain't saying nothing, it just shows who's the sheep and who are the leaders.
Hey, so that video was apparently recorded in what, 2023? Ain't that what it said at the beginning? And now the Bully Slayer's account doesn't say the Bully Slayer. It says One Foul Wow. Right? Man, this hasn't posted in so long. Everybody thought he went missing. We don't know what's going on. And then he comes back and then it's an old post that he reposts. But I mean, it's valid though, right?
Is this proof of a melted building in Peru? As you can see, there's structures that appear to be built into the mountain. But is the entire mountain itself a former man-made structure, perhaps melted by energy weapons? And just opposite, we see even more of the same. Is it all remnants from a past reset? And the same can be said for this mountain that's filled with tombs. But are the bodies inside unlucky victims from the old world? Is this an example of what these mountains looked like previously?
That'd be a crazy building.
Killed 800 children.
Wait, what?
I was medically experimenting.
This a joke, right? She has a documentary. This is a joke. This is a joke, right?
She said, how many children?
Run, run, run!
Yo.
Yeah!
Like flash before his eyes. What did it used to be? That's what I want to know. Like, look at that. Sheesh. And another one over there. Look, they got dragons on here. I'm telling you, our dragons was real. Yo, I remember seeing an old video. I don't know where they were. It was in another country though, right? And these guys were talking and they were saying how people were coming to their door and like trying to snatch them up and were giving them these like implants in their hand and in their forehead. Yo, I gotta find that video. I got that video somewhere in my archive somewhere, but yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, so it's changed. In our newer Bibles, it says mark on their right hand or on their foreheads. I wonder when this changed. If any of you know, let me know. And if you know any other like changes like this, can you let me know in the comments so I can look them up in this Bible?
Is Buckingham Palace actually a relic from the Tartarian Empire? Did the evil
Probably.
reptilian people simply just find the building before taking it over, after they themselves initiated a reset of some kind? I really hope we don't see the king.
It's a magnet in that basketball. It's a magnet in that basketball, boy. This NBA, it's a business. I always forget. Don't sit down.
Hey,
it's
for
a
real.
magnet in that ball. Why, bro? When them games on the line,
Nah.
man, they making that ball go in, dog.
You never just said
I said it. They making that ball go in.
Is it a magnet in there when your boy shooting that motherfucker?
I don't give a damn.
Is
It's a magnet in
Is
there.
it, or he
regardless.
just the best? You know, he just the best shooter.
It's a
ever?
magnet in there.
Is he the best shooter ever?
When Steph shoot that bit, I
you
think it's a
taking credit
magnet.
from your boy by saying it.
Man, I don't give a damn. It's a magnet in that ball. Come on, do some. We gotta do some. Come on, we can't be blind to what the technology that's in the world. Cause he went 6 for 6, and then Halliburton shot. Look, that mother went up sky high, fell right through the net.
That don't happen.
It does.
Basketball.
Switch.
You know what?
But hold on, what that do to you right now? What did you ready to watch the series now? Halliburton, it brings back that entertainment. So just hear me out. I'm just saying it's creating that aura to where people just really want to watch basketball now.
Halliburton, he
hitting. He done hit game winners. Like, let's keep it alive. But it's a magnet in that ball.
Y'all think it's a magnet in the basketball? I mean, I've heard this theory before. They even had a commercial about this at one point in time, talking about there's a magnet in the ball. And I think they had like Baron Davis on there, and he was like shooting the boat. I mean, it makes sense though, right? Because it is an entertainment business, and some of the shots do be wild. And I've seen some people do like some legit like research into it, you know, slowing down videos, trying to see the ball and, you know, the direction of the ball and how it kind of got sped up at certain points or slowed down. It's kind of crazy, but I don't put nothing past me at this point.
Basically, Disneyland Paris is saying that it's okay for a 22-year-old man to marry a 9-year-old girl.
What?
A 22-year-old man was arrested for allegedly attempting to marry a 9-year-old girl in Disneyland Paris. So basically in Disneyland, these people were trying to have a wedding ceremony where a 22-year-old man married a 9-year-old girl.
That's crazy.
And that whole shit seems strange because how is that even possible? Now this 22-year-old man, he was arrested. The girl's parent was arrested, and some people involved with this ceremony was arrested. Now, when they were arrested, they basically told the police that they was doing this ceremony for rage bait. Yeah? Basically to troll the internet and have people get upset because a 22-year-old man was marrying a 9-year-old girl. But that's bullshit. And the reason it's bullshit because what 22-year-old man would spend $150,000 to make this shit happen?
Exactly.
That's how much he spent to rent Disneyland Paris and make this whole ceremony happen. Mind you, nobody would have never known that this was going on, and these people wouldn't have got in trouble for this shit if it wasn't for employees at Disneyland Paris. So the ceremony is going on, and some of the employees see this shit, and they're like, oh, what the hell is going on? This guy is about to marry a 9-year-old girl. And of course, they called the police. Police came, they locked people up. Now, my only question is, what mother will allow her daughter, 9-year-old daughter, to marry a 22-year-old man? What mother would allow her 9-year-old daughter to joke like she's marrying a 22-year-old man? Then you have to think about this. He spent $150,000 to rent Disneyland to do this. What does that tell you? Most likely, 9 times out of 10, allegedly, he could have been paying for that girl as well. With all the S-trafficking that's going on in this world, that doesn't seem weird to you? That doesn't seem like that was about to happen? We are living in a wicked world. Pay attention to your kids and pay attention. Pay attention. I'm out.
For real. Your amusement is their abusement. Oh, wow. What? freaky mubs.
Was this empire highly advanced? Let us take the matter of history, which along with religion, language, and literature constitute the core of a people's cultural heritage. Here again, the communists have interfered in a shameless manner. For example, on the 9th of August 1944, the Central Committee of the Communist Party issued a directive ordering the parties to proceed to the scientific revision of the history of Tartaria. Tartar history was to be falsified in order to eliminate references to Great Russia aggressions and hide the fact of the real course of the Tartar-Russian relations.
Yeah, so explain what you all, like, what does that all mean?
So basically,
it existed. So they just completely confirmed it.
That just made me freak out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we talked about the Mandela effect.
Yep.
We also talked about with the Smithsonian, with the Native Americans and like how developed they were and like how they connected to people groups from all over the world. But the Smithsonian's like, no, we're gonna write history like this.
Yeah.
They were isolated and dumb.
Yeah.
And it's like
not true.
Can't trust history. Yeah, that's crazy.
Concerts and sometimes sporting events like give me hell vibes.
No, serious. Let's talk about it. Why have every club that I done went to in the past year has some type of demonic attachment to it? Let me show y'all. Club Temptation Dallas, Club Delilah Los Angeles, Club Lucifer Pattaya Thailand, and aside this Club 808, the workers literally have devil horns. Now I want y'all to understand something. All my partners, friends, the ones that we want to go out with me, this is why I be acting weird when we be going to clubs. I be sitting up here wondering, why did y'all choose the name? You could have had 1,000 other names that you could have put the club, but you chose something demonic. And every time that I go, everybody tell me the same thing. I act like I'm not supposed to be there. Little do they know, I'm sitting back watching the spirits jump off of people. Every song that change, it's like a different spirit that go inside of their body. Sexy Red, come on, you got all the bops that's throwing cheap. Only thing I see is lust. Then you got Pooh Shiesty, come on, only thing I see is people throwing they setup. The murder spirit. If I ever go to another club again, gang, just leave me alone. Because if I start speaking my mind, y'all gonna think I'm crazy because I'm be rebuking y'all, saying Bible scriptures, throwing holy water on y'all. Yeah, y'all just better leave me alone. Matter of fact, I'm not going.
You got a point though, not gonna lie, because like, what do they call alcohol? Spirits. People be drinking the spirits in the club and then you mix it with the music and everybody got these spirits in them. What kind of spirits are they? Are they demonic? Is it a coincidence that everyone wants their club to be named after some type of devilish type of thing? Like, what's going on?
On the submarine that I filmed in Myrtle Beach just a day and a half ago. Guys, I'm here to tell you that was 150% certain a freaking submarine. I don't know how, but I've had 4 news stations contacting me over the last day, literally over the last 18 hours, calling me multiple times a day because somehow they figured out I have more footage than what I showed you guys.
Now listen, y'all.
How did he get his phone number? That's what I'm curious about. Cause like, say for instance, if like I post something on TikTok and it goes viral about something going on and the news just starts randomly calling me, like how did the news get my phone number?
Now this guy said he seen a submarine in Myrtle Beach. Now listen, y'all. He's saying that he have actual video footage on his phone. So he said on his previous video, a lot of people was in the comments and was like, hey, we need an update. He done made an update, y'all. So he said, y'all think I'm joking? Y'all think I'm playing? I have the actual footage. He said ever since he uploaded that video, numerous people have reached out to him concerning the video. But he goes on to say, If y'all willing to give me $250,000 for this video, y'all can have the video. And my message to him, bro, make you some copies. You need to have proof to have the actual video yourself too. And he goes on to say, if I was to turn over this video, who knows what they can do with this video? Meaning they might take the video, hide it, put it up somewhere, or you will never, ever, 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 ever see this video because they can delete it as well. And he's saying, all the news outlets, all y'all get together and come up with the $250K and y'all can have the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. And TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. I'm only on here to bring awareness to my friends for educational purposes. Remember, y'all like, share, comment, and repost. And y'all let me know what y'all think about that submarine.
I guess they could have like contacted him through TikTok or some type of social media app nowadays. They ain't got to really have your phone number. But still though, would y'all try to get $250K for a submarine video or a video that people are trying to see? I don't know. Is it because like the housing is newer and maybe they got the power going underground and the newer areas which they built, or what's really going on with the power lines?
Could Edinburgh in Scotland be one of the most preserved Tartarian cities left standing? As you can see, there's old world style buildings just about everywhere you look. And then we see what could be an ether energy antenna. Is that just the top and the rest is underground?
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of antennas, how cool is this one? And then this is inside one of the cathedrals. Of course there's giant sized ceilings and architecture we could never reproduce today. And then there's that giant organ which could have been at one time supplying healing energy for the whole city. You can see a modern building there which looks like it was literally modelled on crap. Doesn't compare at all to the older structures, does it? But yeah, definitely a gothic vibe here and a reminder of what once was.
Old world is crazy, man.
Know how a curved mirror will distort a normal object? Well, look at this distorted objects around this mirror, but when you look at them in the mirror,
that's pretty cool. See an egg.
So that looks like a chicken and an egg. And now you can see the chicken and the hatched egg.
We are being bathed in chemicals. Heavy metals is one of the toxins that we're exposed to. And I'm talking about mercury, lead, cadmium, arsenic. And these heavy metals can accumulate in our tissues. They can cross the blood-brain barrier. They can affect the heart, your digestive system, your neurons, your red blood cells. They can make you anemic. They can attack the ATP and make you tired. So one of the side effects would be hair loss. And these heavy metals also create a lot of free radicals, a lot of oxidation, and they force our own antioxidants to work harder. But not only that, heavy metals tend to block our own, it's called endogenous antioxidants. And the problem is the heavy metals block these systems. Just like, for example, antibiotics greatly reduce your immune system. And I'm talking about the chemicals from pollution, water, air, food, certain fish, shellfish, loaded with mercury. And the younger you are, the more highly susceptible you are to the damage. So it just...
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to eat shrimp. Man, maybe that's why I went bald. What's going on with my headphones?
There are some natural herbs that you can tap into to not only detoxify by chelation, and chelation means you're binding something with the heavy metal and removing it through the system. But not only that, they have the ability to upregulate or turn up as a dial your own enzymes that detoxify.
Have you guys heard of the Reddit lamp story? This kid in college was walking and he was just like a normal kid, and this like jock guy started to like push him like super hard, and he like hit his head.
Oh no.
And then like woke up, he's like, oh my gosh, that hurt so bad. And then goes into class and he sees this really beautiful lady. The instant, like, I love her, you know? Long story short, they got married, they had kids, and then one night after leaving the kids' room, he was looking at this lamp in his living room, and he's like, there's something wrong with that lamp. Every day he would come and stare at it. It got so consuming to him that he like was missing work, he was neglecting the kids, his wife. His whole marriage fell apart because he was obsessed with this lamp. His wife left him with the kids. Then he finally one day went over to this lamp and he's like, this lamp's not real. And all of a sudden the lamp started to glow and it like turned into like a portal, sucked him through, and he woke up
on the concrete
in front of the college.
No.
He
What?
lived 10 years in this reality because he got
Gosh.
knocked unconscious. It messed with him so bad
Yeah,
because
I
his
miss my
wife and kids
family,
don't exist. But he said every night he would have a dream of his 5-year-old son.
Is this real?
That's, I mean, I don't know.
Bro.
Yo, I heard a story just like that before, and it was like some dude messed with some hallucinogenic type of drug or something like that. And yeah, he like went into some type of seizure, right? For like 30 seconds, or it was probably like a little longer than that. I ain't gonna lie. But then he woke back up and said he lived like 30 years, like a whole life. You know what I'm saying? Imagine living a whole life in just a few minutes, just like that. Or 30 seconds, like this guy. That's crazy.
For the avatars.
See what happens when you were a copper family? All that oxygen gets stripped from your epidermis, you feel me? That's my actual skin color, and that's a lot of you guys' skin color too.
Yeah, you ever wore a copper bracelet? Definitely turns it a different color. Oh, snap. Oh, nah, that's dangerous. Somebody don't know how to drive or fly. I say drive. Look, they over here on a dinner date, just trying to kick it, watching the chopper land. They're like, okay, he got it. He got it. All right. Oh, what you doing? Oh. He had it. Yeah, that's messed up though. Hopefully they're good.
The Coast Guard reported 6 to 8 foot swells, 30 knot winds, and even snow when a freak storm rolled over Lake Tahoe. A time lapse over 2 hours shows just how quickly the storm became violent. The Coast Guard says a 27-foot Chris Craft boat capsized, leaving 6 dead, 2 hospitalized, and 2 missing. The Coast Guard suspended its search for the 2 missing passengers after covering over 390 square miles for 12 combined hours.
Dang, that's messed up.
Okay, I am making this video and you should make one as well because there are 34 girls that have gone missing in Washington, D.C. within 24 hours. And there has been no news coverage and no Amber Alert. So people in my community are making these videos and marking our location as being in DC and tagging various news outlets so they can actually start to do their job, because no one in any community should have folks that are gone missing and there have been with no news coverage or no Amber Alerts. So please make a video, mark your location as being in DC, and to bring awareness to this issue so the news can actually do the news outlets' job and report on things that are actually happening instead of propaganda.
Had a really
We know the news is not going to report on things that they don't want to report on or that they're told not to report on. 34 and 24 hours sounds like something bigger at play.
a fun theory about Chattanooga.
Did you hear about this? The national city? There's 3
No, I don't know anything about
national park cities in the world. It's one city I have no idea how to pronounce, London, and then Chattanooga, Tennessee.
This is a national park city. The whole city is a national park.
But the theory was the earthquake that just happened in Tennessee, they're actually they're drilling like the tunnels, like the underground tunnels that we talked about, the cities, that Chattanooga will be like one of the entrances. Because there are a lot of cave systems in Chattanooga or
For
Tennessee.
sure. What better way to deter people from messing around in certain areas? If you have a restricted area within a national park, it's a federal thing. You can't do anything about it. There are underground cities. Like that they've built 4 times of mass extinction or whatever. It's confirmed. This girl it was a legit interview. Like this lady's going out there, and I wonder if there is an international alliance with like people like China, people like Russia, like, hey, we're all doing this. So we can all prep, this type of event. So we will help each other out.
If they did underground embassies, we wouldn't be able to touch them. They would be their sovereign territory.
I gotta say that the choice of Chattanooga, it's like the most unassuming city name of all time. No one's evil lair is in Chattanooga choo-choo.
Come on now, Chattanooga.
Researchers thought that there was no kind of advanced civilization living in the Amazon thousands of years ago. It was just pockets of tribes in little parts of the Amazon. But recent discoveries have discovered these massive, huge geographs all over the Amazon. They're really strange. Check this out. Yeah, recently these were discovered. These are absolutely incredible, to be honest. These geoglyphs have been found all over the Amazon, and then they recently used a drone to fly above the tree level and discovered that they are literally there's these huge images and pictures, geoglyphs, put into the ground possibly at least 2,000 years ago. They're really interesting, similar to the Nazca lines, but they basically always thought that there was only small groups of villages and stuff around the Amazon. But this is seeming to show that there was some sort of huge, massive culture, civilization inhabiting the Amazon thousands and thousands of years ago, possibly up to even maybe 9,000 to 10,000 years ago. It's quite incredible. I mean, these things basically rewrite history within the Amazon rainforest massively and suggest that there was a very advanced ancient civilization living within the Amazon jungle thousands of years ago, say up to possibly 10,000 years ago, possibly even longer. It's absolutely incredible, guys.
Oh my.
The truth of the world is probably hidden in the Amazon somewhere. Like the real history of what was going on here. You know what I'm saying? What perfect place to hide it.
Thank God. Wow.
Ooh, you see all that? People be seasoning their food with bugs. It was moving. Oh, nah.
Look
at them moving in there.
Oh. Yo, Kirkland, you guys need to step your game up because this is insane. How does...
Make your stomach just go,
This is what recently, and an infestation like this doesn't just happen. Oh, you open it and it was left open, or like no. This was here. Wow, this is. Can't really see too much on this side.
Oh, they in
the
there.
other side. There's so many
creepy critters.
Yo, that is crazy. Insane, yo.
I done seen too much.
Unacceptable, Kirkland.
Do you see people? 1922. AD.
I think that's a 1 or an I. I don't know. Probably a 1. It's probably like somebody put that there, when they found it. They said, ooh, 1922.
1922. 103 years ago, people. Look at the church, people. 1922. 103 years ago, right here in Jamaica, Queens, people. Parsons Boulevard. Look at that old church, people. That's an old world church, people. Look at that church, people. Look at the size of that door, people. Look at the size of that door, people. That door was made for a giant, people. Do you see it, people? 1922, people. Look at the old bells up there, people. Look at the old bell, people. Harmonic bells, people. Healing bells, people. They don't ring them bells no more, people.
They sure don't. I ain't heard a bell in a long time.
Old world church, people. Look at these old buildings, people. How did they do it, people? 100 years ago. New York City. Old world buildings, people. Do you see it, people? Do you see the old world buildings, people? Look at the statues, people. Look at the statues, people. Look at the statues, people. New York City, people. Look at the old world statues, people. Look at the old world statues, people. Do you see it, people? New York City, people. Look at the size of that church. The hidden history is right here in your face, people. Just got to know how to find it, people. Hidden history is right here in your face, people. They put it in plain sight. They don't hide it. They put it in plain sight. Just got to know what you're looking at, people. Look at that old world building across the street, built into the new building. Do you see that, people?
Built into the new building.
Do you see that old world building right there? Built into the new building, people. Do you see it, people? Right here in Queens County, New York City, people. Look at that old court building right there.
And people,
how did they do it, people?
Did y'all see it, people? I think we seen it, people.
I hear about the 18 people that were struck by lightning at the same time yesterday, because
same
the T
time?
is it was not 18, it was 20 people all struck at once. This happened yesterday at Lake Murray, which is near Columbia, South Carolina. These people were hanging out by the lake. All of a sudden they saw a few dark clouds, so somebody decided to check the weather radar, and when they did, plot twist, nothing on the radar. There was no rain, no lightning, no thunder. They just saw a few dark clouds. They got concerns, didn't see anything on the radar, so they decided to stay, and then they heard a terrifying thunderous clap. People said that this was one of the craziest sounds that they had ever heard, and then 20 of them were struck at the same time. 18 were hospitalized, including 12 children, and thankfully there was no life-threatening injuries, but this one lady did report that her son is still having a hard time walking because his leg was struck, so there's that. However, how insane is that? That 20 people were struck by a single lightning bolt. On top of that, you hear about all of these other crazy weather incidents. We're having purple rain, blue rain all throughout the states. Not just that, do y'all know that there was a tornado that hit somewhere in Colorado up to 9,000 feet high? These things are not supposed to be happening, but more frequently than ever, they are happening every day. How wild is that? What are the incidents that you're hearing about? Drop them in the comments. If you don't know what I'm talking about, save this video, go look into the 20 people that were struck by lightning at Lake Murray, which is in South Carolina. Come back, share your thoughts, like, follow, stay for some more tea, and per usual, can't confirm or deny this. This is all alleged, but I implore you to do your research. Be safe out there.
Yo, 20 people getting struck by one bolt.
So I'm on the couch with Sienna, and she wanted to watch this Bluey
something with this whale, and he got something stuck in his tooth, and they're gonna help him get it out. But just like listen to what this thing freaking says. And she's only 4, so she doesn't understand, but it's just like crazy that they put this on the show. It's so, or you can't watch this.
Did you hear that? Yo, somebody made this. This is like some YouTube stuff, it looks like.
So you know how everybody been feeling like time is speeding up? Well, this just confirmed the feeling that everybody been feeling, because now they said summer 2025 will have the 3 shortest days as Earth rotation unexpectedly accelerate. Now they say it's supposed to be shorter by 1.5 milliseconds shaved off the clock. Then explain to me why every time I blink, it feels like the day is gone.
Literally.
Like time as we know it is speeding up. And it's crazy because other people have been feeling the exact same way. It done got to the point to where I literally have to have different alarms throughout the day so I can keep track of time. And let's not forget, Matthew 24 and 22 talk about how time is supposed to be shortened in the last days. And even more evidence to prove the point that time is speeding up. But remember this man who put this phone on airplane mode in 2024? He opened the phone and now it's different times.
I did the same thing, man. I tried that experiment out. And it wasn't even that long. It was just like a few weeks of not touching a certain phone. Pull it out the drawer and I look at the time and I'm just like, start tripping. I thought I was in a Truman Show or something.
Like the current time that's on this tablet is way different from this phone. It's definitely a lot of strange things that's going on. But y'all let me know in the comments though, who else been feeling like time has been speeding up? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Well, TikTok family, we can kiss this beautiful algorithm goodbye. TikTok is releasing a United States only app, and you know what that means. And they're saying the reason they're releasing this United States version is to help them sell the app. So basically, 9 times out of 10, this means that they're remixing this app to sell it to somebody else. And most likely, 9 times out of 10, this will be 100% a different app once it gets sold. So basically, in September, when they release this app, the app that we're on right now is Dundo. Now, I don't know 100% how this is gonna go, but from the little that I know, I'm guessing you'll be able to utilize the app that we're on right now until they say it's over. And then you definitely have to switch to that United States TikTok. And this might make you mad right now because this is gonna tell it all. ByteDance will definitely be separating this algorithm from the next. So you heard what I said when we first started this video, right? You can kiss this algorithm goodbye. And making a new algorithm, and that algorithm is going to be 100% different from this algorithm. And they're saying they're doing that to make sure that our data security is good. So the Chinese app that we're on right now will be 100% different from the United States app that they're making September 5th. I don't know if I want to say rest in peace. I don't know, but I know this much. They're putting this together this way to get people to invest in this app, to get people to buy this app. What do you think? What do you think will happen with TikTok now that the United States has its hands on it? Let me know.
What do you guys think? I mean, you got to think about this, right? No apps or social media platforms stay the same forever. They're bound to change at some point, right? So if we think TikTok's going to forever be the same TikTok, I don't think it's going to happen. Just think about it, right? The OGs was like, oh man, we got Black Planet. We're going to have Black Planet for life. Boop, Black Planet's gone. The little OGs was like, yo, we got MySpace. Yo, MySpace going to last forever. Look, I got stuff falling from my screen. I got songs on my page. MySpace gone. It then switched up. The young OGs was like, yo, we got a Facebook. Yo, I can message people from college and Facebook's so cool and I'm different than the people on MySpace. That Facebook's gone. It's a whole new Facebook. The young kids was like, yo, we got IG. I'm about to post these pictures. My pictures are going to be so cool. People rarely even post pictures anymore. It's all about videos. So these things are bound to change at some point in time.
China, China, China. I don't know about y'all, but my timeline is flooded with the Chinese. And they are spilling the beans, people. They are spilling the beans. If you don't know what's going on, put in your search board China and see what they're spreading. See what they're saying. See the message that they want to get out, okay? Me personally, I would like to thank China. I would like to thank China because what they're exposing is something that has kept my community down for a very long time. So I just want to say thank you. And I'm going to do my part in continuing to spread the message of what they're saying. No more lies. No more of somebody else controlling the narrative. We get to control our own narrative now. So tap in, see what they talking about, people. Stay woke. Blessings be upon every.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting tired of people posting on TikTok saying, go look at this go search this on TikTok. Why don't you just show us the video? You know, he said he wanted to do his part and spread the information. You're not spreading nothing. You're telling us to go find the information. That's no different than anything else. But with that being said, I'm going to do the same thing. Y'all go search up China in your search bars and come back and let me know what you guys find out. What are they talking about in China? What are they exposing that we need to know? That's weird. Look at the colors. Just random. Anybody ever seen that before?
This is an AI-generated image, and despite perhaps being an accurate representation of what the old world actually looked like, it isn't real. Which got me thinking, with all these AI-generated images of the old world popping up, how long until actual evidence of a lost empire is all simply written off and just being AI-generated? For instance, how long will it be until we're told images like these were never real to begin with? I mean, we're already told that these structures from the World Fairs were simply temporary, which is only a step away from saying they were never real at all. And will we also see AI used for the opposite effects, such as supplying fake construction photos of old world buildings? Because as we know, few such pictures exist, and we're simply showing pictures of the already completed buildings, but just surrounded by scaffolding. Can you think of any other ways AI will be used to discredit the Tartaria theory?
AI is going to be used to discredit any and everything. I'm telling you, it's going to get scary at some point when AI gets to the point to where the pictures and images or videos that they create are like indistinguishable from reality, right? From you're looking at two pictures like, I don't know which one's real. When it gets to that point, we're doomed.
Need to know is autonomous weapons are not science fiction anymore. They are real, they are serious, and they are already deciding who lives and dies. The Pentagon's Project Maven uses AI to analyze drone footage, tagging targets faster than any human can. Israel's Harpy drones can hunt radar signals, loiter over any zones, and destroy anything they detect with no human in the loop. These aren't just dumb missiles. These are kill chains, algorithms that pick up on a target, track it, and pull the trigger. In 2020, the UN confirmed that an autonomous drone started to hunt down humans all on its own for the first time. It happened in Libya. Can you imagine a robot chasing you just because it decided you were a threat? Oh, what's the real fear here? The real fear is swarms. Mini drones that can learn, coordinate, and overwhelm defenses with no human oversight. So the problem here, the ethics here, is once they're released, there's no stop button, there's no push, there's no button to stop these things. And also, there's no human to blame when it does happen. So the serious ethics here is, should a machine be able to decide who is worth killing? The UN has called for a global ban, but countries are racing to develop this weaponry. Everybody with a military background knows that we are going into an AI tech battlefield. And the ethics here are, do we lose control the moment we switch these things to on?
Yeah, that water.
You know, the governments that be, the powers that be, right? Anytime they find some new technology, let's say for instance, right, they stumbled across AI technology, right? And they're like, I got this AI technology. They're not thinking, ooh, I can try to better the world with this. No, they're thinking, ooh, how can I control the world with this and add this to my military power and go destroy whatever I can with my newfound AI technology. You get what I'm saying? That's just the way things have been here for some. I mean, we kind of know the reason.
The faucet is dead. See, the important distinction, I don't know if you made it, is between living water and dead water.
Mm.
And all the water that we drink, bottled water, faucet water, is dead. It has no structure. The structure that did have at one point is lost because it's not stable.
In the reservoir where they source the water's alive. It's alive. It's in great shape. But the problem is, then they pipe it. They put it in a pipe which restricts its movement.
And that will destroy the structure.
Then they put it in a water treatment facility where they throw in the phosphated chlorine and the chemicals and the fluoride.
Not only is it dead, but it's got toxic chemicals in the dead water. The worst possible thing you could do would be to drink water from a faucet.
Worst possible thing you can do.
So I'm watching this video, right? And these Saudi Arabians, they like to ride box Chevys.
You see them up there walking?
In Saudi Arabia. But I'm watching this video and nobody seemed to notice, way in the background, on top of that mountain, these two giants from way back there. Look how tall they are, bro. They got to be over 20 feet tall.
Yo.
To be that big, to appear that big from way down there. Look how big they are. They are huge, bro. And nobody seemed to notice. Like they on top of a mountain. And look how huge they are. They did speak of giants in Saudi Arabia and in that area. But I think we caught some giants, y'all. These gotta be giants.
Gotta be. What else could it be if it's not giants? And why do they got so many box Chevys in Saudi Arabia? Them mugs was clean too, like brand new off of the factory line. Let's see if we can follow this light crossing the sky. Oh, I see it now. Y'all see the little speck in the sky? Dang, and it zoomed out of there that quick. You see some crazy stuff with drones. They've lied to us, everybody. Watch this. I've seen this before. Watch this. There goes your moon cycles. There it goes. Yeah. So is the moon really a satellite? It could very well be a satellite disguised as something else. I couldn't tell which one was the actual sphere.
Don't be afraid, boy, to lose your way. Merely direct yourself back to the exit sign.
Hold on, let me see what they said. The whole idea is to wake up or have a rebirth and find our way out of the simulation through countless lifetimes filled with lessons. Some Harry Potter type stuff. I'm trying to tell you. Yo, I'm sorry, but I think Harry Potter is kind of like real. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why. I think it's because like they try to ban it so much, right? They've been trying to ban the Harry Potter books since like 2001 or probably, I don't know, before that maybe, I don't know. But why would they try to ban a fictional book? And they say because it might make people want to go try witchcraft or cast spells, right? Why would they be scared of people doing that if it's not real? There's a saying that somebody says, if it's fake, then why is it real?
But if you already know, how can I make a choice?
Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already...
Anybody else seen the Page Master book? Whoa, wow. I said Page Master book. Rainbow lights in the sky. Wow.
After the zoom in, look at how clear this video is.
Nada, no se mueve.
Anybody seen any ships like that?
Is this a conspiracy theory? This is the craziest thing I found on the internet. Okay, so I went to Google Translate and I found this. And watch what happens when I change it. Okay, still seems okay. And then
whoa,
this is what I came up with.
Whoa.
We gotta watch what we put in our bodies.
AstraZeneca? What is that? Anybody heard of that? That's probably some type of medication. And that's probably why they put these weird names on these like medications and stuff, right? Super long name. You're like, what is this? It's for your headaches. Oh, okay. Oh, snap.
Ah! Here it comes at us. Wow, it's so cool.
The definition of future, if you look it up in the dictionary, literally Google it. Google the definition of future.
The time or a period of time following the moment of speaking or writing.
Read that again.
The time or a period of time following the moment of speaking or writing.
The definition of the future is the moment you speak or you write something, that is your future. By definition, it's the moment of time following the period of speaking or writing. The moment you speak or write something, by definition, that's your future.
Creation.
Define past.
Gone by in time and no longer existing.
And what's the next thing?
The time or a period of time before the moment of speaking or writing.
What does that say again?
Same thing, just in the past.
The moment or period of time before you speak or write. So the moment you speak or write something, that becomes your future. Anything prior to that moment is now your past. Most people recreate their past because they just keep talking about the past. So it becomes the future all over again. Or you will say, I want to make $100,000, and then you start speaking, God, let me just make enough money to pay my bills. So God says, you get enough money to pay your bills, but you don't get the $100,000. You stop speaking that. That became your past the moment you start speaking something else.
Conspiracy theory drop. Conan, Letterman, Carson, Fallon, Ferguson, Corden, Taylor Tomlinson, Conan O'Brien, huh? Fuck it, Joe Rogan, Mark Maron. You want to do the news? Don Lemon, Tucker Carlson. Wake up. Graham Norton, across the pond, bro.
What's up with the tons, sons, and uns? What is that, AZ? That's not no firework. I tell you that much. A dragon. I don't know. Yeah, man. That's crazy.
Guys, I think the American conspiracy theories might have been right. I'm on a boat in the Arctic heading towards the North Pole, and I gotta show you what I'm looking at. My room has a balcony, and I decided to take a quick look because I felt like the ship was stopping. Guys, I think we made it to the ice wall.
Yo.
The roller coaster of emotions I'm feeling right now. Look at this. It goes on forever. It doesn't stop. And the ship, I mean, we're stopped. We can't go forward. People forever have been telling me, show me a picture of the ice wall. And I'm always like, yeah, what are you talking about?
There it goes.
This is it. If you are someone or know someone who believed in the ice wall, send them this. I'm reporting back. It's here. This is the end of the world.
Oh, tell me the shit that's going on in Texas right now is normal. Then tell me you don't see a coincidence with these weather patterns. Matter of fact, look at this shit. Tell me this shit is normal to you.
Nope.
Go ahead, tell me. Tell me this is how Texas is supposed to be right now. All right. There are hundreds of people missing in Texas.
Oh, no, the whole house
That's
gone.
a house moving right now. That is a house floating right now. So you don't see anything wrong with that? You're telling me that this is how Texas really is. All right. Look at this right here. That's a house. Come on now. All right. Let's start with the fact that there are children missing. A summer camp. 20 children from a summer camp are missing. 13 confirmed dead. Then you have a town full of people that's going through this craziness. But I got more videos for you to see. Look at this shit. Look at this.
Okay, my house
seen
is
this
flooding.
one, yeah.
This is Texas.
Anybody out there?
Oh, man.
I have my dad on hospice, and I need to get him out of here.
People
He's
are in
bedridden.
danger.
He can't walk. He can hardly move. And look where the water is.
I'm out. Look what's going on out there. This is how they have to rescue people. Listen, what I'll say is this. There has been a lot of natural disasters in this past week. Floods, snow, etc., etc. You be the judge. I'm out.
Oh, wait. What's the book? A People's History of the United States. So, People's History.
Look, I think I'm in the Matrix, look. Now look, gotta follow the signs. I have been where you fear to be. I have seen what you fear to see. I have done what you fear to do. All these things I have done for you, anonymous, with a spear in his damn ribs. What happened, big guy? What happened?
Who is anonymous? Anonymously you or me? Are we in the Matrix?
So a lot of things that happened with this flood in Texas is not sitting right with me. And of course, I went down that rabbit hole, and I'm about to let you know every last one of them. First of all, let's start with the National Weather Service. Why wasn't Texas warned about the type of rain that they was about to get? But I'm guessing the budget cuts has something to do with the National Weather Service and the NOAA not letting people know exactly what was going on. Okay, next. Now, these weather conditions affected Central Texas. The rain made the Guadalupe River overflow. But listen to this. There is information and videos that shows that river raising. And let me just say this. That river raised very, very fast. Hit the search bar. You can see there's videos. So the rain that they received made the Guadalupe River raise more than 23 feet in less than an hour and a half. How is that possible? You got a death toll of over 50 people, 15 of which are children. And then, get this. Let's talk about Camp Mystic, the all-girls camp, where most of those kids are missing. Let's just say that camp was filled with political elite children. You mean just say what I said? For over 100 years, they've been holding that camp there. A camp full of children that's the children of the elite politicians of Texas. What I need y'all to do is pull up the map of rain enhancements in Texas. And then after you pull up that map, I need you to look in the area where that map basically is focusing. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that this shit is crazy. Pay attention.
Hey, he say he ain't saying anything, but basically what he's saying is that a lot of these natural occurrences don't really be natural. And I kind of agree with them because a lot of this stuff don't add up, right? It's not really making sense.
Count 1, racketeering conspiracy, not guilty. Count 2, not guilty. Count 3, guilty. Count 4, not guilty. Count 5, guilty. So essentially, the jurors found that he was guilty of the Mann Act. That is the transportation to engage in prostitution, but they found him not guilty on sex trafficking, very serious charge there where he could have spent a minimum of 15 years in prison, and not guilty on that racketeering conspiracy, which he could have spent up to life in prison for.
Guys like Travis Scott quoting Aleister Krauss, which was the guy who wrote the Satanic Bible. He quoting scriptures in his music. He quoting scriptures in his raps from the Satanic Bible. And you got him on your iPod right now. You listen to that junk all week long, and you come on Wednesday night and hope that Pastor John could help your mind in an hour. Nah, bruh. That's impossible. You've been listening to the word all week long. You've been listening to preaching all week long. The words from the music gets in your mind whether you want them to get in your mind or not. That's why when you was in grade school, they didn't teach you your ABCs by saying, everybody say A, B. No, they said A, B, C, D, E, F, because they know, they've been known that music, repetition, and deep memory are uniquely connected. If you stop the music and you read the lyrics, turn the music off. Just turn it off. Take a deep breath, pull it up, turn the volume all the way down, because now on iTunes you can click on the lyric side and you can just read the lyrics or something. Just read the lyrics. Just read the lyrics. Read what the lyrics are saying. See if you want to do any of those things that what they're saying. Just see if that's okay with your mama, okay with your daddy. Just look at the empty seat beside you and say, Jesus, is this okay with you? Can I listen to this? Is this all right? You cool with that? Self-image.
That's just the lyrics, right? If you slow down the lyrics to almost any of these songs nowadays, it ain't just rap. It could be songs by your favorite pop star that's coming on 106.5. You get what I'm saying? You turn down the song, you listen to the lyrics, you're like, yo, this song's crazy. And that's just the surface of things, right? No one's talking about the frequencies that are being played within the music, right? The unheard frequencies that are also messing with you.
So the fittest flat earther has been putting out content that other creators have been putting out for years. And he just miraculously gets like 1 million followers. On Facebook, he has 831,000. That number is very specific. It's one off from Christ, the I Am, the 139. It's 138, which is the Ouroboros, the snake that bites its tail. That's the infinity symbol, okay? Very crazy that he's been at 831 for a while now. This is also a snake year. You know, I mentioned Kobe Bryant a lot because he was the Black Mamba, and he had that 666 workout. Well, anyway, Tyler Hansen, who I think might be the Oklahoma City Bomber. You can tell by his lips and his chin. I mean, that's an exact match. And it's very unique. It's not close, it's exact. And I'm connecting him with the Oklahoma City bomber. And it's been since 1995 when that happened, exactly 30 years ago. And here we are, the Oklahoma City Thunder just won the NBA championship. And here the Oklahoma City bomber is coming out as the fittest flat earther. Now what you got to do is, I'm saying that he may be controlled. Nobody gets that many subscribers and puts out that much truth without their channel getting taken down. I know, because I put out the same exact content. I can't get more than 5,000 subscribers before they take my channel. They'll strike me and get me out of there. I'm not the only one. A whole bunch of people do the same thing. And they have to keep reinventing themselves and keep doing new channels because their content gets taken. So Tyler Hansen didn't like that I exposed this. He did damage control, and he actually put a video out on me, all right? He was trying to say, hey, no, in 95, I was in high school and I played football varsity, and he pulls out a yearbook, and he shows a character that looks nothing like him. Did not have his chin. But anyway, I don't even know. You never know, though. I mean, these people could be reptilian. They could be fallen angels.
Could have took steroids. Fittest flat earther. You know, steroids make your face and your ears and everything kind of big.
Anybody that has many subscribers, I usually don't listen to them, because what that is that's herd mentality, where they're trying to program everybody on the same thing. So once they get up there, yeah, they might be putting out truth mixed with lies, but then they'll start throwing out lies. Like, for instance, he tried to do a prediction on the Super Bowl, and it was wrong. So what if he had 1 million followers, all right, and he's putting out all this truth, and then he says, oh, yeah, because look at this and this and this. He was doing some crazy connections and said, oh, the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. Nope. But what he did is he had blind followers follow his information and put money in on the Chiefs, who lost.
That's their fault. I'm just being honest. Like, people be wishing on a star, don't they, when it comes to these bets? Like, you bet money. Come on, man. That shouldn't even be in the conversation.
What a lot of people don't know is Patrick Mahomes was born in a pig year. This is a snake year. A pig is an enemy of the snake. And Patrick Mahomes lost. But he did well enough that he actually got to the Super Bowl. My prediction is based on that, is he's probably going to get hurt this next year, or may not even make the playoffs. So just remember that. But anyway, back to Tyler Hansen, the fittest flat earther, all right? I love all the content he puts out, all right? I didn't like that he tried to do a prediction for Super Bowl and was wrong. That added to my fire of thinking he may be controlled. You don't have 831,000 followers, which is a significant number, which I've already told you is the Ouroboros, and you only follow one person. One person who is also controlled. He's got over 1 million followers. He jumps off cliffs. Anyway, that's my food for thought on Tyler Hansen. And anybody that probably has more than 500,000 subscribers, they're more likely controlled, and be ready for them to put out false information mixed with their truth that they do put out. Word.
So he do got a point there, right? Like, once you get to a certain point, I feel like they might try to control what type of information you put out there. However, he does sound like a hater. Just putting that out there. You're steady talking about how many followers he's got. You're talking about how you yourself can't get over 5,000. You post the same content. And the thing that set it off for you was that he made the prediction for the Super Bowl. And you probably put your money where his prediction was and you lost. I don't know. I'm just putting that out there. My thoughts on the fittest flat earther is he's hit or miss, man. He's definitely hit or miss. He's then showed some things on his channel where I'm just like, you can't be real. And then there's some other stuff where I'm like, okay. So it's hit or miss for me.
Appreciate it. Appreciate everything. Appreciate when you walk outside and the sun warms you. Appreciate it when someone smiles at you. Appreciate the people who tell you they care about you. Appreciate who you are, and appreciate that you are here for a reason. Appreciate that people want you here, and that they love you.
What in there?
Oh,
I'm recording it.
What is that?
What the hell is that?
Oh, wow. That's a gargoyle.
If he's somewhere with an acorn. Ow! Fucker, attack me!
Oh, snap. Squirrel fighting him.
Get off me!
Get off him.
He's attacking me. I'm gonna kill him right now. He's just freaking attacking me. I'm killing him. Let's get here.
That dog, that squirrel on that. You messing the dog up and everything.
Shoot the daggum thing. No, stay.
Yo, what's up with squirrels, man? They on some gangster stuff nowadays. I seen 2 squirrels jump an owl not too long ago. Now they out here attacking people and pets. Be safe out there. Dang.
Holy shit.
They probably be using the 4th of July as a cover for certain things. Because, like, who would notice? Who would think anything other than a firework? What? Oh, snap. Look at all that water, man. Just out of nowhere. I feel like they knew a flood was happening or going to happen. That's why they was all parked down there watching.
What else do you think was here? Because this is not it.
Nah.
Inside the arch. It's like a big magnet. I was theorizing that there was maybe water here once, and then I saw these things. I bet you water came out those. So these 4 things and 2 gazebos, when you're in the middle of the arch, they're like perfectly in front of you. Did you used to like moor your boat rope around this? Is this where you hooked your boat to? There's mermaids. But their tail also looks like a dragon tail. Now we're at Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn, and there's so many dragonflies flying around. Well, that's a bird. Dragonflies everywhere. That's not part of the sign, it's a real bird. Look at, so we're on top of this hill. And we're like way up. But there's weird stuff up here, and this thing is huge. A faithful with a giant phallus at the top. Thou doth protest too much. Look at this.
Now that's old.
This is a crazy tall one. Huh.
What's that symbol up there? Kind of just looks like a money sign with an extra slash.
I can't tell what she has, but the end of it looks like an ankh. And then there's that. Record, what does it say? I can't read right now.
Erected by his...
Erected. I was so off. By his widow. Here lies Kyle. Look what we found. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's another one. We're on the like peak of the hill. That doesn't seem like a natural hill.
Probably not.
What's that up there? Is that a castle? Whoa.
The top of one.
And it's like a steep drop off. Are you knocking? They have stained glass windows.
Dude, this one is cool.
Wow.
Dude, this is
This is the coolest cemetery ever. Just don't fall to your death here. There's like mausoleums overgrown. You gotta be rich to have your graves taken care of. Spooky trail in the old cemetery on a sacred mound. This comes out of the hill, like you see the grass growing on top because it juts out of the hill.
Yeah, that's buried. There's a lot of stuff buried around here.
This one's open.
I got a huge conspiracy about graveyards, right? I think that there's things hidden underneath graveyards and golf courses or country clubs, land where we can't really excavate. Like you can only go 6 feet deep, right? Anything more than that, you really shouldn't be digging over here, right? Because what's really down there?
So this mausoleum is built into the hill too, right? Look at all of these. These are little, like, sunlight holes. Look at.
Wow.
Does this each go to a person?
This is so cool.
Rest in peace. You got sunlights on your grave at least. I meant to say skylight. Apparently this is Druid's Circle. It's like, I don't know. Look at the wildflowers. That's good enough. Good enough. Holy crap.
Another castle.
They did take the statue. Huh. It is all fake. It's all fake doors and and no statues. But there's stained glass in that window. Yay.
Natural is going on here.
Look right here. Look right here. Right here. Look, watch. What What is that?
A labubu.
And it's just gone, bro. Look at this shit.
Look at the little labubu.
And now it's not. It's there. And now it's not, bro. What is that? Bruh. What is that? What is that? And then it's just gone. Bruh. What is that? One more time. Bruh. What is that? What is that?
What was that, man? He probably wasn't even gonna steal that. He had a little evil spirit by him, man, and that spirit probably told him, take it. And then he decided, oh, I'm about to steal this shirt. He was just looking at first. The little labubu dog came over on the side and said, take it. I'm just saying, man, you gotta be careful. I don't know what that little spirit was, but clearly something popped up on camera that disappeared on camera as well. Let me know in the comments what you guys think that was. But yeah, these are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.